Yes, I'm joined by the big Q, Andrew Quattrin of the New England Free Jacks. I love it saying like that. Does everyone call you Q around the Free Jacks? You're such a stalwart of New England rugby.
Yeah. I mean, it's as you know, you get a nickname, and I guess it kind of hangs around. So yeah, anyone's welcome, I guess, to call me it. I do like Joe Johnson's been calling me Andrew, and it's been throwing me off a bit. It's like that's like
a bit
what
formal.
my mom used to say as a kid, right? So I'm like, I know I'm in trouble.
Oh dear! Now I tell you what, there's worse nicknames to have. But look, let's get straight to it because to the song that you guys sing, and we've touched on this before on the show. I do love your after-match post-winning song.
Free Jacks on fire! Murder says it's terrified! Free Jacks on fire! Murder says it's terrified!
You guys are on fire at the moment. It feels like the Free Jacks are old. I'll be honest, buddy. I wrote you off about in week 3 or 4 of the season saying the three-peat's never going to happen. Big win on the weekend against Chicago, winning 27-17. Still some weeks to go, but how is that feeling in camp? Is three-peat being talked about?
Like, I think we're just focusing week on week. I mean, the competition, as we've seen, so good, right? Like, it is pretty strong. We knew against Chicago, that's like, that's a playoff matchup. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember some fans are at the end were like, oh, like it was a close game. Like, you're stressing us out. And we're like, it's Chicago. Like, it's going to be a battle, right? Though, like, no one and playing against those guys, right? So I think we're focusing week by week, honestly. Like, there's some good opponents. Everyone's very different, very unique. So I think there's a lot of like positivity and a lot of like pride in what we're putting together. It's just we got to be able to back that up. And I think this weekend's a huge one, right? Playing in the Miami Heat against a good, like, tenacious team. We got to be able to back that up. So I think just we want to be putting wins back to back, I guess, and following good wins with another good win. So that's important to us.
In terms of going back a little bit, though, to like the beginning of the season, you were on a sort of very average run. I think it was 2-3 after 5 weeks, a bye in there as well. And then it was that game against Utah in week 7, that big road win. I know Ben Holden and I, obviously commentating with MLR, you made a comment back there to him about how he asked, was the team panicked? Were you in a situation where, you haven't really felt you've been before for a while, but you said no. What was the reasons back then, and why do you think that maybe that was the game that changed it for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's funny actually because Ryan Martin just showed a good like quote. It talked about like fear, like we were having a theme of Everest and climbing Everest and then coming down and being very detailed coming down because you need to be, right.
Yeah.
And what he spoke about was just like fear's actually okay. It means that you care. You just need to be dialed when you're scared, which is unique. So I think kind of thinking about how he responded to that, I'm thinking like we weren't really panicked because like panic is like I'm now showing my fear. I think it's okay to like be like fearful inside, but it's like how do you compose yourself? Right, like if you look over at someone, if Joe Johnson looks over at me and he sees that I'm visibly scared, it probably doesn't help his mental. So when Mardo showed that, it was quite interesting because I was like,
and then things just turned around. So that was the big win against Utah, and then it was like everything just lifted off that. You still had injury problems. You lost your captain. Dan Holland said it's coming brilliantly at fly half, but it's like I guess what I want to get an understanding is like what changed.
Yeah, like I'm trying to nothing major changed. I think it was guys just understand that it is a long season. Things are gonna happen. We're on the road, the travel, whatever. I mean, everyone does it, but I think it was just like sticking. I know it sounds very cliche, but like just sticking to the process, not changing a lot, using the same plays that we're familiar with, but like kind of dialing those in a little bit better. And as like Devald, our forwards coach, says, just getting like percents better every day. Like it doesn't need to be 10% here, 20% there. It's just the like fixing all those kind of low hanging fruit and just raising the floor type of thing. If that makes sense. Again, another roundabout way.
It does. And I mean, and you find yourself then going up the leaderboard in the East, and you now sit very firmly at the top. I mean, in terms of the home, the fortress that Quincy is bringing now as well, it's always a difficult place to go and play. But maybe for the fans out there or who are maybe new to Major League Rugby, can you just explain to me why Quincy, why Free Jacks is such a unique environment? I mean, you've got some great fans, man. Love the first regiment.
Oh yeah, like the first regiment's all honestly, the amount of people that are like, this is my first rugby game, like it's awesome, right? And I think it's actually super cool. You walk in at the top of the field and you can kind of oversee everything. It's like you're looking out into the hills and you can see all these little events going on. There's some music here, there's a tailgate here. And I think that's like, that kind of shows that it's very different, but it's all like building, you know, it's like everything, it's like a funnel. It's a really big funnel. And then eventually everything goes down the same little tube and it's just like buzzing when it happens. But man, the fans are great. Like a lot of those wins are carried by the fans.
Right.
Like without the fans this weekend, again, against Chicago, like cheering on, like genuinely, if that's a neutral venue, like it's a coin flip. So yeah, it's massive having the fans behind our back. They're amazing. Kenny Thompson, the first regiment, the commander, he's awesome, right? Like putting up rally towels. They get white out, like the big whiteouts with the white shirts. It really is amazing for such a young league, you know, like you were around at the start, like to see what it's like that's come to, like it's crazy. It's awesome. They're great.
I mean, it's really like almost like a church. Like it's almost like a gathering when you go to a Free Jacks game. And it's something which I just think when you think of a blueprint of Major League Rugby, and you're obviously delivering on the field, but off the field as well. I love it after the game. Everyone's on there. Fans are invited onto the pitch itself. And that's just so unique.
Yeah, super unique. I mean, you meeting people. We met this guy, Jimmy, from the YMCA in the sauna. And and he now loves it. Like, just leave him a ticket every game. Jimmy's there in the right corner. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that like Quincy, like that Quincy 400 jersey was like genuine. Like Quincy's really adopted the Free Jacks. Like I truly believe that. Like Quincy's like backed it. There's flags like on the front of people's houses with like Free Jacks flags. Like it's like awesome. You know what I mean? Like you see that driving through upstate New York for the Bills. Like it really is like it. Like that 400 jersey was like genuinely like, thank you, Quincy, like for what you do, because like you've really adopted us. So it's amazing. And
it helps as well when you are a winning franchise. And I almost want to go back to it. Like, is there that discussion of the three-peat, a reminder as well for viewers, for listeners, that Quincy's only 40 minutes away from the championship final venue in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome for you guys to get there, right?
Yeah, it would be amazing. I think obviously everybody knows like the elephant in the room, but doing a good job not focusing on it. Like again, anything can happen. Never know what's going to happen next week. We got to just take advantage of this week and enjoy it, enjoy each other. But yeah, like everyone knows the elephant in the room, and that would be amazing if I'm answering your question. Yeah.
No, you are. Don't doubt yourself, man. You are answering these questions, and actually, when you say enjoy each other's company, I want to get in there the fact that we appreciate you jumping on this interview, because if you've got a potato growing competition going on tonight, what's going on? You guys are very tight knit. Oh, and you were explaining to me how you have different sections, like the backs have something, the forwards have something, the front row have something. Like, how's it all molded together?
Yeah, so we got the Spud Club tonight. Foster Dewitt, the head Spud. It's just a front row community. And so he bought a big ribeye slab and is cutting up a bunch of steaks. Cole Keith's smoking ribs, and then I'm on the appetizer, piggy in a blanket, and like a homemade Caesar salad. So it's what we do is we grow a potato, and you're kind of along with this journey, but you got to bring the potato in every once in a while to show everyone what you're doing, explain what you're doing. So yeah, it's phenomenal. So tonight we're just enjoying having a dinner. The potatoes are actually staying at home. It's a good sunny day, surprisingly, in New England. So they're getting their vitamin D. But yeah, that's the Spud Club. And Duvald's been awesome. He's got us like hats this year. Like he's really dove into it. But it all started with Mikey Rogers, I believe, in 2021. So wow, it's awesome.
There you go. Traditions are starting up. Good on you, the Free Jacks. Well, look, moving it slightly away. I know obviously you've got a big game coming up against Miami, which you've touched on. And it's a big, finish the season. You want to get to that top spot in the East. But then also I want to ask you about Canada, because the news came out the other day that the PNC would be in North America, or particularly the playoffs and the final itself in Utah. As a Canadian, as a well-capped Canadian hooker, like what is maybe like your thoughts with this year and the importance of World Cup qualification and that PNC on home shores?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, probably against our biggest rival in America, right? Like, there's a lot of passion there. You have teammates that you play against in the MLR, but like now they're on your team, right? Like I think predominantly with like the boys on NOLA, Chicago, like, so that's very fun too. DC, right? Almost everywhere now, which is awesome. And it'll be competitive. Like, looking at the States, like they're a solid squad, seeing what they did in November tour, the last PNC. So it's a great battle. It's a great test for us. Especially with some younger, fresh faces. It's going to be amazing. And obviously Calgary, a great city. Ben Lesage's hometown, Matty Awaru's from there, Brock Gallagher, right? So there's some boys that are from there, and knowing that their family's going to be out there, obviously some extra motivation for us, because it's there's a lot of stakes with that game, right? And that whole PNC. So no, super exciting. Like, genuinely really excited for that. Obviously MLR first, and then all eyes and full steam ahead on that.
Yeah, that game on the 22nd of August, and as I say, going towards the World Cup qualification. Probably a bit of a out there question, but obviously going to be kind of a new setup. No Kingsley Jones there anymore. Yes. Like, Canada hasn't had it straightforward. And I'm being honest, man, I played against you, and I like to say, I'm fortunate to say I haven't lost against Canada. But that's not to say that the tide doesn't turn. What could you say to like Canadian fans in terms of like the new era? Is this going to be a new era for Canada men's 15s rugby?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting new group. Some young faces, right? Like, a lot of sevens guys are putting their hands up, which is awesome. Like, some high flyers, right? Brock Webster's been playing phenomenal for the Free Jacks. Cooper Coates, right? So yeah, it's exciting. I mean, the guys are all in, which is amazing. Some big camps headed up for us. The guys are putting their hands up, and we're all in. Like, we want it just as bad as we want it, probably more than fans want us to be good. You know what I mean? So yeah, we understand the stakes, but a lot of us are here because we want to, like, show the world kind of what we can do, right? I mean, I think it's easy to hide and say, hey, I'm actually going to focus on me time, which is, hey, that's all good. But the guys that are there and wanting to put their hand up for selection, like, they mean business, right? It's we got a task at hand and a goal. So no, I think it's going to be super exciting to see this new group as a whole together.
For sure. You've obviously got MLR before that, trying to go for that 3P. Yeah. The New England Free Jacks are on fire. I do love it when you sing that at the end. Who leads that? Before we go, where has that come from? It's a great tune.
It started, like, we had this St. Paddy's Day parade like 2 years ago, and the song just came on, and I guess I'd never heard of being used in the UK, but I guess some teams do use it with like their song, right? So I think it might have been Piers Von Dalsen was like, for something about the Free Jacks, and the song just played repetitively, and it was just like a genuine 2-hour loop because St. Paddy's Day parade in South Boston's pretty big, and someone put it on after the game. And it was just you don't listen to it unless it's after the game, when like it comes on, and it's almost like turn it off, like if it's out of game hours, right? Yeah. So it's if I hear it when I'm 50, it'll be after a win. Half someone's got to win, and then I'll listen to it. Like,
well, you boys are keep winning. I do wish you all the best playing against Miami this Friday, and then for the rest of the season. Andrew Quattrin, my man, always good to speak to you. All the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much for having me, Will. You guys are help growing the game too, which is awesome. So I appreciate you guys a lot.
Thanks, man.